Hello, and welcome back to Let's Play Resonance. We're going to find out the answers to some questions, at last.
You'd better tell us what all the hubbub is about. What did Morales create?
I'll show you.
What?
Using the lab's super collider, Dr. Morales discovered a new type of twin particle. The particle always comes in pairs, a positive and a negative, yin and yang. Bound together, they form the substructure of the electron. These two particles actually occupy the same space by vibrating through space-time. We call this vibration resonance.
Let's pretend that all made sense. What's the big deal?
The big deal isn't knowing that these particles exist, it's in what you can do with them. Dr. Morales was designing resonance devices that could neutralize the effect of resonance, allowing you to separate the twin particles. Two particles, two devices. You can place these devices some distance apart and then release the particles trapped inside. The particles instantly snap back together, collide in the exact center, and release a large amount of energy. Anything within a certain area of effect is completely pulverized at an atomic level. The further you pull the particles apart before disabling the devices, the larger the area of effect. In fact, Dr. Morales and I developed a precise formula predicting the inverse relationship.
All right. So you take two devices, separate them, and when you shut them off, whatever's in the middle goes boom.
Well, yeah.
You could have just said that.
You actually could have just said that. That doesn't sound like it was a... It sounds incredibly important, but that does actually just sound like a weapon. Let's ask about resonance weapons.
So what would a resonance weapon look like?
Dr. Morales was designing these resonance devices for peaceful applications.
Like the death
But
ray.
weaponizing them would be fairly simple. The devices would be pretty small, softball size maybe. By placing a device on either side of a target, calculating the distance required to achieve the intended area of effect, and synchronizing their release with some kind of radio detonator.
Or cell phone.
Sure, or a cell phone.
You could take out anything you wanted to. So I could place resonance devices, say, in a doorway, and vaporize someone's heart as they walk through.
Well, it's not technically vaporizing.
Or pull them farther away and erase the whole building from existence.
I suppose.
If I mounted these things on planes or satellites, just how big could you make this blast?
There's no theoretical limit.
My God.
Yeah, it's just... I think you'll find it's not technically vaporizing. Does it make everything explode? Yes or no? This doesn't sound like a good technology to have researched. Unless you're playing Civilization, perhaps, and no one else can take it from you. In real life, this would be bad.
So what's in this vault?
I didn't even know of its existence until earlier today, so I can't be sure. But I'm guessing it's a repository of all his research into resonance particles, including his designs for the resonance devices used to separate them. Maybe even prototypes. Whatever is in it, it's dangerous in the wrong hands. And now that Dr. Morales is dead, it's just out there waiting to be found. But we're gonna be the ones to find it.
Huh. The only thing that seems a little unusual is that just Ed and Dr. Morales working together could have done all the research on these particles, that there would be no one else involved. It seems like quite a small labs, but I don't know how some of the high-level scientific research into these subatomic particles works. So, I don't know, maybe small teams could be, you could only have like one or two people that knew about it, I guess. Let's ask about the circumstances of Dr. Morales' death.
So what you're saying now is that the explosion in Morales' lab was not an accident.
The way that hole was cut out of the lab, it had to be a resonance weapon. But Dr. Morales couldn't have caused it himself. An event of that size would require two very precisely placed devices miles apart with the lab in the center. This was no accident.
So this vault has to be destroyed.
What? No!
Unlimited destructive power. Are you kidding me?
No, that's only if the technology is used incorrectly.
Like the death
Anna,
ray.
Your uncle wanted these resonance particles to bring about a new age of peace and human prosperity. Imagine it. Unlimited clean energy, faster than light travel, instant communication over unlimited distances.
Ooh,
This was
Ansible.
your uncle's dream. You can't let that die.
No, I'm not gonna let you put this woman in danger. Or did you already forget that someone tried to kill her tonight?
Enough! All this talk is pointless unless we find the vault before the people who killed my uncle do. My uncle left this task to me with his last words. So whether we destroy the vault or make sure the research gets into the right hands, the choice is mine. Is there a problem with that?
You tell him, Anna.
Good. Now, Ed, how do we find this vault?
Well, my best guess is...
Shut up. Get behind me.
My best guess is shut up. Oh,
Come on
finally
out.
found.
Hands where I can see him.
Finally found Ray.
Okay. Don't shoot. I'm coming out.
He didn't forget about Ray.
I told you someone was following us.
Who are you?
My name is Ray. Ray Abbott. I was just walking through the park.
Is he with them?
With who? I swear, I'm alone.
Wait a second.
You look familiar.
Haven't I seen you before?
I don't know. Not that I know of.
Well, we've seen Ray before, but I'm pretty sure we saw him with these people in the hospital. So, is there a memory? Yep, Ed and Anna at the hospital. How about that?
You walked by us in the hospital. Were you listening to us there too?
Okay, look, I'm a journalist. The Abbott Post, online. I was at the hospital working on another story, and I heard the two of you talking about this vault and how the police may be involved. I smelled the story, so I followed you guys.
Ray Abbott. I've seen his picture in the news. You're the guy who wrote that story about the vice president.
One and the same.
Great, a fucking blogger.
Investigative journalist? I want to help you.
No more people. It was supposed to just be Anna and me.
Well,
Ed,
I guess if
did
I
you
can't
think of this
stick
as a
around,
date?
I could just run with what I've got so far.
You son of a bitch.
Look, you don't know it, but you need me.
Yeah, right.
You need information, right? Well, that's my bread and butter. I have contacts, people who live under the radar. You need to know something, they can get it.
Crooks, you mean?
I've exposed more bad guys than you ever will.
Now look here.
No, he's right. We need his help.
You sure?
Yes, and if there is corruption in the police force, we could use his blog to help expose it.
It's not a blog. It's a reputable news source.
I swear to God, if you step out of line,
I get it. You can trust me.
the day I trust a muckraker like you.
Guys, we're not gonna get anything done tonight.
There's a motel on the corner. Let's cool off, get some rest, and think about our next move. We'll regroup right here in the morning.
Agreed.
Uh-oh. So, wait, what? I know something around your precinct too, so if the reporter is following you, get rid of him. He's...
Hey. Give that back. That's none of your business.
Hello? Maybe we can't trust him after all.
Alright, let's go over this plan. Ed?
To find and open Dr. Morales' vault, we need 3 things. 1. The vault is most likely hidden somewhere inside Juno Laboratories. My guess is it's in one of the many underground tunnels. So, we'll need a blueprint of the lab.
Blueprints of all major buildings are on file in the city archives, which is in the police administration building.
Get blueprint. Step 1.
2. Even with the blueprints, we're going to need some kind of information on the vault to help us figure out exactly where in the lab it might be.
Jimmy Olsen?
It's simple, Detective. We follow the money. Somebody had to build this vault, and it probably didn't come cheap. I have a contact at the National Credit Service. He can get anyone's financial transaction history. If we can find the guy who sold Morales the vault, maybe they can help us find it.
Huh, that seems sensible. National credit systems.
And 3, we need to figure out how to open the vault. Anna, that part's up to you.
My uncle's last words were, "Your uncle holds the key." Besides Javi, I only had one other uncle. He's buried near my parents in All Saints Cemetery. There may be a clue about this key there. But, Ed, I'd like you to come with me.
Oh, sure thing. Just let me know when you're ready to go. Alright, we'll split up. Remember, no talking to police and no posting stories on your blog.
It's not a blog.
Good luck, everyone, and thank you.
It's not a blog! It's a reputable news source. Right. Oh. Next time on Let's Play Resonance, we, fearless band of 4, work together to find out where the vault is. Oh, sorry, find out who sold the
Detective
vault.
Bennett,
Oh.
if we find the guy who killed Uncle Javi, what happens?
Simple. We nab him, tag him, and bag him.
Even if we don't have proof.
Just let me worry about that.
Find out who sold the vault, find out where the vault is, find out how to open the vault. It's going to be quite an epic quest. Speaking about this in terms of fantasy tropes. But, it's going to prove interesting, so I hope you'll stick around until then.
So, Anna, you handle yourself pretty well on that fire escape.
You think so? I was scared out of my mind.
Of course you were, but you didn't let it control you. You'd make a good cop.
Seriously?
Sure. Haven't you ever wanted to put the holes in the bad guys instead of patching them up?
I have to admit it's tempting, but no, I'm happy where I am.
I'd never seen these conversations before. They're great. Right, let's stick around and see if we can get one more. No? We're just going to sort of stand looking at each other rather awkwardly. So, thought we were going to find the vault. Why are we all standing here?
So is this a typical day for you, Ray?
Hmm?
You know, poking your nose where it doesn't belong?
I belong here as much as you do.
For now, maybe.
I love the little bird that flies past as well. Isn't that great? This is a lovely scene. I guess there might be one more? Ray hasn't spoken to anyone else.
Hey, Bennett, you want to pitch a few? It's been years since I was on a baseball field.
I'm afraid my ball-playing days are long gone.
You're more the eat hot dogs from the bleachers type these days, huh?
Just what are you implying?
Nothing.
I hadn't realised this was a baseball field. Awesome. The bleachers are those benches, right? No.
Detective Bennett, why would the police be after Uncle Javi?
Who says they were?
The note we saw.
Means nothing. Until I see proof, it means nothing. You got that?
Of course. Sorry I brought it up.
So, proof's important for that, but not when we find someone that we need to... Whoa, lots of birds. Too slow, chicken Marengo. Every time I'm going to say that, I'm going to end this video.
So Ray,
Oh.
just what were you doing at the hospital yesterday anyway?
Oh,
Ray, we all have to trust each other here.
fine. I was up on the research projects floor. Something really anomalous is going on up there.
Anomalous.
It's a word.
Is that his word of the day? I can't wait to find out. First thing I'm going to do when I'm playing Ray is I'm going to check his phone and look up the word of the day.
So how long have you been on the force, detective?
15 years, give or take. Why?
Just want to get all my facts straight.
If you write about this, you don't refer to me by name. Got it?
Don't worry, your secrets are safe with me.
Somehow I doubt that. As I was saying, every time I say I'm going to end this segment of the Let's Play, someone else says something, and it's really interesting. So I'm going to end
Anna,
this.
when this is done, could you give me the scoop on your uncle?
I haven't spoken to him since I was a kid.
Even better, a first-hand account of what he was like back in the day. The personal touch is vital in a human interest story like this.
I'm not here to make your career, Ray.
We've all got our reasons for being here, Anna. This is mine.
It works. Yeah. He's just in it for the career and the
I've
money.
seen your site, Ray. It's very impressive.
Thanks. Do you have any favorites?
I can't speak for myself, but the one about anesthetic and mind control was a big hit with one of the nurses.
Oh, really? What's her phone number?
His name is Tom. I can introduce you if you want.
Never mind.
Yes, don't assume all nurses are female. Silly Ray. Right, so I'm going to end the video now. So it would be really bad if one of you just started talking as I was actually about to really and seriously end this Let's Play segment thing. Guys? Well, this has been Let's Play Resonance. Ciao.